I'm freaking out, like, you know, I'm panicking. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Paving this shit crank.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lashay. I know y'all haven't seen me in about a month. I would say almost a month. Y'all haven't seen me since mid-July, but the last time y'all saw me, I was getting inventory in, I think, or I had ordered inventory. But today is August the 19th, the 20th, something along in there, and it is after the pop-up shop. I didn't get to record the pop-up shop, y'all, because it was just so much going on. It was also our first time, so not everything went perfect, but you know, that's how it was. But anyway, before we get into this video, go ahead and give this video a fat thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that like button. Okay, first things first, as you can tell by the title, it's my experience, my first pop-up shop experience. Now, my business partner, this was like probably back in May or June. My business partner hit me up, sent me the flyer, and was like, hey, we should do this. And I was kind of skeptical and was like, I wanted to do pop-up shops, but not this early. So I was like, okay, we can think about it, you know. A month passed by, and then like late June, she was like, she reminded me again. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot all about that. So I put the flyer that it was advertised right here or something basically. And basically it was a $50 vendor fee, which included a table and 2 chairs. Now, I was like, okay, you know, because, you know, I've really been seeing flyers and I'm like, some stuff seems kind of out of my range, but $50 is like, that's pretty reasonable. And it was even more reasonable because the pop-up shop lasted from 11 in the morning till 8 at night. So that's like, what, 10 hours? 10 hours. So I was like, okay. So, we registered. So I would say the week before I went on vacation in Florida, I ordered inventory. I was kind of skeptical it wouldn't get here because it kept telling me, or one of my products, or one of the packages said it would be here July 31st, which was the day I got back from Florida. I'm like, okay. But I waited a few days to order the other batch of inventory, and I was like, why did I do that? And it kept telling me August 17th. And you know, if y'all know, most vendors are not in the US unless you just choose US based vendors. Now mind you, US based vendors cost a little bit more because it's US compared to China. And if you don't know, basically they work for cheap, you know, stuff is much cheaper over there, but to ship it back over here is pretty up there. So anyway, I ordered or whatever. I'm kind of on vacation freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be here. It kept telling me it made it to customs. The day I got back, which was July 31st from Florida, I had a package waiting for me. It was a package or 2. I can't remember. I have the footage. It might be another video, or I don't know. But it's basically me unboxing everything I had for the pop-up shop. But anyway, that package came. So I'm like, okay, I still had hope. It was July 31st, August 1st. So my packaging that was supposed to come here August 17th actually got here maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks early. So I was like, oh, isn't he good? Because I was always talking bad about USPS and customs, how they hold my packages at certain facilities for so long, and they actually shipped it out pretty quick. So I was like, oh, thank you. Like, y'all were on my side this time. So once inventory got here, I didn't really work on it right away because most of it was bonnets and stuff like that. My last set of inventory was lip gloss tubes, and I had a huge shipment for my body scrub jars. So I don't know how many I had. Maybe I had like 120 or 30 jars. And I was like, I can't sanitize them all. I just can't. So I did half, you know, then I did my lip gloss tubes. It was the weekend before. I don't know the exact date. It might have been August 6th, 7th, something along in there. So basically I spent that whole weekend attempting to basically go ahead and stock up, get my stuff done, like, you know, prepare for this pop-up shop. And I'm like, okay. Basically I was working all the way up until Thursday night. I left Friday. The Popup shop was in Vicksburg, Mississippi, which is about 3 hours from where I stay. So, trying to think. I left about 3 o'clock Friday, 3:30ish. I got there about 6:37, you know, because I made some stops. So, I'll also be doing a video of what to prepare for Popup shop, so do not worry about that. That's coming right after this video. But I got there, checked into the hotel. My business partner met me, and that's the kind of thing I hated. I wish we would have recorded our experiences after the Popup shop together, because it's like y'all have not seen her yet. Okay, before the camera cut off, basically I was saying I wish I would have been able to meet her and, you know, hear both of our sides, but here I am again. But you know, fast forward, we kind of had a little too much fun. We didn't go to bed till 3 o'clock in the morning, but we had to be there at 7:30, 8 o'clock to check in. So we slept maybe 3 hours that night. Got up, got there. We basically signed in. We got our free t-shirt. So this is the t-shirt of the event. But anyway, we're getting ready to set up, and the girl was like, hey, could you change tables? We're like, okay. So we changed tables. Now, mind you, I had messaged the girl like a month out and basically asked what was the length of the tables so I can know what kind of tablecloth to get. And she told me 6 feet. I was like, okay. So I ordered a 6 foot tablecloth. I can't talk. You know, we get there trying to put it on. I'm like, something's not right. I was like, I don't know if the tablecloth's not 6. Hey you guys, so I'm sitting here editing this video right now, and I got to the point, I was like midway through the video, and then I figured out that the video actually was filmed in slow-mo. I don't know how I did that, but basically it ruined over half the video. So I'm gonna kind of go really quick and try to explain as much as I can. So I was to the part when I basically said the tablecloth didn't fit. Turns out the girl actually gave us 8-foot tables instead of 6 foot. And I had a 6-foot fitted tablecloth, so I couldn't use it. So we started panicking, but the lady beside us had the same issue, how her tablecloth didn't fit. So she sent her daughter to the store. We got new tablecloths, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it was just going really fast. The time was coming quick. So once she got back, we cleaned the table, sanitized it. We had to end up getting like Dollar General tablecloths, like throwaway ones. That wasn't the look we were going for, but we couldn't do anything about it. So we're setting the table up, trying to figure out where to put stuff, and I think it's about 9 o'clock by then. So by then we kind of finished putting the table together, and we started meeting a lot of different people. Like, it's a good experience to basically, you know, to network, honestly, to gain business friends, to learn from them. Also, we learned that it's also a good thing to go to these events. I can't talk today. To go to these events, basically to expand. You have customers that are there. Somebody out there is looking for you. You just don't know. And then also, other businesses invite you to their pop-up shops. That word gets me every time. But it was a good experience. Y'all, like, this is to prove to y'all that over half of the video is ruined, because it says 30 minutes. I didn't talk for 30 minutes. I was like, okay, maybe I just did. No, when I was getting ready to record, well, not record, but edit, it's in slow-mo, y'all. Like, I cannot lie to y'all. And it's been in slow-mo for about 20 something minutes. And it's not me. And y'all probably gonna ask what else went wrong. But basically, in the clip, I'm trying to figure out, I don't even know what I said because it's been a week, but basically, while we were changing tables, one of the boxes fell. And when I read the box, it had our samples. And I was like, okay, because I had cushioned the box to where if anything fell, it wouldn't break. Now, if you can see, that's the kind of jar that was in those boxes. I had 3. I have 2 now. So I was like, okay, it'll be fine. So when I went to the other table, we started seeing like oil just leaking out of a box. I'm like, what's going on? Because all of my products have been, you know, packaged fine. We open it up, and of course the jar shattered. So that's why you only see 2 instead of 3. So it kind of really upset me a little bit. I wouldn't say upset me, but I didn't panic, but it kind of, you know, irritated me. I was like, you know what? The show has to go on. We can't just stop because of that one thing. So we kind of compromised. I'm trying to think what else, you guys. What I can say is it's best to be on time or to come early, because I would say the girl that did the pop-up shop, the girl that did the pop-up shop, she emailed us midweek and was like, hey, if you want to come the night before to set up, I'm cool with that. Just let me know. We weren't going to be there in time because it was kind of after what time she cut off. So I was like, well, hopefully we get a good table and all this. We woke up early, get there early, and we got a good table. We had a spot by a plug, all of that. So fast forward to right before the pop-up shop. Now we had a DJ, so mind you, it was loud. So at first I was like, okay, maybe it really won't bother me so much having a DJ. No, I felt like as the time went by, the higher the music got. So it's like, it was kind of hard to hear people. Then people have masks on, so it's like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, you really can't hear. So that was kind of the only thing I really had bad to say about the pop-up shop. It was just too loud. But it was a pretty good experience. We were getting constant people coming through. We had, what do you call those? Discount cards where they scratch off and win a discount. We had King at our table. I remember when the first customer, she had a new product, and I'm like, why? And I'm like, why isn't, you know, it in my little POS app? I'm freaking out, like, you know, I'm panicking. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So after a few minutes, I figured out that I did not public a lot of product, like new products, because I wanted it specifically for the pop-up shop as well, and not only the online store. So once I figured that out, I was like, okay, whew. And they finally got public, and they were on the site and as well in the POS app. It took me probably like 5-10 minutes. She's like, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm panicking. But it was definitely a learning experience. I think we did pretty well as table-wise, setting up, being on time. Like, I think we did pretty good. I spent probably the 2 weeks before just watching videos to see what we needed, what we didn't have. Price lists are so important, y'all, because they're there. You can't tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a set price. So it's not like I'm picking and choosing. So I had a price list for each side of the table. We were getting sales all the way up until we left. So that's a good thing. But the one thing I didn't like about this particular pop-up shop, another thing was, it was kind of like the same stuff repetitive. A lot of people had lip gloss, lashes, the glasses I had, some had bonnets. So it's kind of like, I wouldn't say everyone's gonna be successful every time you have pop-up shop, every time you have one, but it's, the lady beside us was like, it's all about marketing, putting yourself out there. Can you sell your product better than the next person beside you? So we talked to her for a little bit. She gave us advice, tips, because we were nervous. We were like, this is our first time. Is this gonna be a fail? Is it gonna, you know, be good? Like, it was very, I don't know. Once she told us that, we kind of, you know, felt a relief, and we did pretty good. A lot of tables didn't get sales. Like, a girl in front of us, she was always turned around, or, you know, her face, her demeanor made it seem like she really wasn't welcoming. So I don't think she had any sales the whole time we were there. So she ended up leaving probably after 3 hours of being there. She left. We had a lady that came. She was a dancing instructor, like a stripper pole. She was there. We had makeup artists, we had a waxer, we had piercing person. Like, it was so much there. Like, it was a huge event. But if y'all are gonna ask, masks were involved, everything was together. But I can't think of anything else from the clips that were damaged. I'm so sorry, because this was like the next day after I got back, y'all. Or it was right after I got back. And I'm sorry that the clip is damaged. I didn't know it was recording in slow motion until I was editing. Camera keeps cutting off, but to sum it up, it went pretty much, I mean, for our first time, it went pretty well. We, you know, the only thing I kind of hated the most probably was having to pack everything back up and then get it back in the car. But yeah, the keychains did a hit. So very soon you will start seeing them on our website. You will probably see resin trays and maybe car coasters. I'm not sure, but we're kind of still experimenting with resin. And the keychains did pretty good to be, you know, our first time ever doing them. So be on the lookout for those. We spent the whole weekend down there just so we can have like a little getaway slash rekindle our little friendship, whatever. I'm sorry this video might be a little long, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Give this video a fat thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that bell so you can be notified when I post, you know. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I will see y'all guys in my next video.